Well, good morning, everybody. And I'm going to be using the prayer of protection for our first reading. And I wanted you to have a little bit of background about the man who wrote this. His name was James Dillet Freeman, and he was born Abraham Freeman. He's from a Jewish family, and his parents immigrated from Eastern Europe and came to the United States. And he was born in 1912 and died in 2003. So he was like 91 years old when he passed away. He was a vice president of Unity Church of Christianity, Unity School of Christianity. And some of you might be familiar with Unity, which is somewhat, I guess you could say, the predecessor of One World. He was a poet laureate and very well known. In fact, he wrote enough with his books and known as a poet that he actually became a millionaire from his writings.
Wow.
I was fortunate enough to hear him speak here in Atlanta because he was at Atlanta Unity and did an ordination for someone who was a minister there many years ago. And he was at Unity Village, and before he was a vice president of the school, he was director of Silent Unity, which is a wonderful prayer ministry from all over the world, and it is founded and still is at Unity Village in Missouri. So the other day, we talked about his poem called I Am There, and we read that. He wrote that, and it was taken to the moon, and it's on a microchip that is still on the moon.
Oh, cool.
And the prayer that we're going to do today, the prayer of protection, which I'm sure I know a lot of you have already heard, taken to the moon. I think it was Aldrin who took it with him when he went to the moon. So think about this. And one piece of this is that you can substitute I, me, we, us for whatever the situation is. Like the light of God surrounds me, or the light of God surrounds you, or the light of God surrounds us. We can put any of those pronouns in and make it personal for us. So this is the prayer of protection written by James Dillet Freeman. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Amen. Now, I say this prayer with my grandchildren when they're here. And you can imagine from when children are really young, like 2, 3, 4, 5, how do you express surround and fold? One of my grandchildren says, enfolding is like in the middle of a burrito. So that's a wonderful image of being wrapped in God. So may this prayer of protection be with us all now and forevermore.
Thank you, Kathleen. That was wonderful.
You're welcome.
That's a great image. Being wrapped in God. And
like a burrito.
Yeah, like a burrito. So, okay, so as we get ready for our meditation, let's just sit up in our chairs. We gotta hope chainsaws don't start going on, which they just did. So, remember that story I told you of the little bird being in peace beside a raging waterfall? This is our opportunity to practice inner peace in the face of noise. So I invite you to take a deep breath. And as you do, just keep that image in your awareness of just being enfolded by Spirit, by God, by whatever name you call ultimate reality. Just keep that image in your awareness and smile. The warmth, the light, the comfort, the support as you take a deep breath in and gently release. I am enfolded in the arms of the divine. I am uplifted in the arms of the divine. I am held up in the light of spirit. All is well. I am enfolded in the light of spirit. I am uplifted and all is well. So as we come out of our meditation and bring our awareness back to the room we're in, the sounds around us, we stretch, we smile. Thank you, Kathleen. That was a great reading and a wonderful presentation on him. I didn't know all that about him. So for our second reading, I have a poem of gratitude from the New Thought tradition. And this is how it reads. Give thanks for the blessing of God. I bless everyone around me. I bless myself and others, for we are all partakers of the same divine nature, all living in one mind, all animated by the same presence, all sustained by the one power. In joy and in love, my blessing rests on everything. I love that. We are all partakers of the same divine nature, all living in one mind, and all animated by the same presence. That is a bit similar to being enfolded in God. So for those watching later, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.